I want to quickly, in the last few moments, go to the end of this story. A little bit, a little bit of justice and a little bit of sadness for the victims about not really getting their day in court with Epstein. And that is, his death in the MCC, the prison in New York. You and I share some reporting instinct about this, and I wrote a little bit about it too. So, with suspicion about concluding that we know what happened, tell me what you think happened in that jail. What do you think caused his death?
Well, I labeled a chapter that, saying Jeffrey Epstein didn't commit suicide, which was really kind of a joke on the conspiracy theory that's been circulating around there. Not that I definitively was trying to say I have evidence that he didn't do it, but when people ask me, I say I really seriously doubt that he did commit suicide, at least without assistance, because as this was a man who if he did commit suicide the way authorities say he did, he would have had to be pretty strong to break 3 bones in his body, to do this while tied to the top bunk, a bunk that had toiletries on it that were undisturbed, in a cell where there were wires on the floor from a sleep apnea machine, and things there that you wouldn't have in a cell with a man that he had been on suicide watch prior to this time. And his cellmate was removed. You just didn't have one corrections officer fall asleep or be distracted. You had two, which, from covering prisons, that's really highly unusual that you have two guards, and it's just too crazy. I mean, there's just too many and things that don't make sense, number one. And number two, authorities haven't seen fit to release any of these so-called investigations that they called. The DOJ's investigation is still open. I mean, there's just too many things. Once again, it's sort of the theme of this story that there's documents that are sealed, there are documents that are redacted, there are reports that aren't released. The Herald has spent, I don't even want to know how many thousands and thousands of dollars trying to unseal documents in some of these cases. So, as long as you have this kind of secrecy in our criminal justice system, I think that it hides the truth, and it also prevents people from coming forward and, helping with their cases, because there's suspicion. Why are authorities, what are they trying to hide?